Picture an unexpected encounter, a global internet star meeting a figure long surrounded by UFO controversy, with a piece of extraterrestrial footage that has puzzled investigators for years. Logan Paul recently showed the elusive Chuck Clark UFO video to Bob Lazar, sparking a conversation where two vastly different perspectives met at the same table. Logan just wanted the answer to one question: is humanity the only intelligence out there?
StarXtreme.
If you've spent any time online, you already know Logan Paul, YouTuber, pro wrestler, boxer, entrepreneur. But in recent years, he's also become deeply interested in unexplained phenomena, especially UFOs. On the other side, there's Bob Lazar, the man who, back in the late 1980s, claimed he worked on reverse engineering alien spacecraft at a secret facility near Area 51. And since then, Lazar has remained one of the most talked about figures in UFO history. So going back to the infamous Chuck Clark UFO footage, Chuck Clark is described as an amateur astronomer and Area 51 watcher who lived near the base in Nevada. He's known in UFO circles for claiming insider knowledge and witnessing unusual activity around the base. The story mainly comes from filmmaker James Fox, who on Joe Rogan's podcast said that Clark showed him a VHS tape in the 1990s that was given to him by two youngsters.
I get a phone call from Chuck Clark, and I'm back at home in Northern California, and this is kind of a long way away, and he goes, "James, I got something you need to see."
So these two guys were driving near Area 51 at night, casually filming everything around them. When suddenly, a disc-shaped craft appeared right above their car, filling them with complete terror. A bright orange light shined down upon the vehicle, and the men immediately panicked and tried to hide in the car as the object hovered overhead. All through this incident, their video camera kept rolling and recorded everything that the two men experienced that horrid night. The light coming from the craft was so bright that it illuminated the insides of the car as well with orange light. And then suddenly, the orange craft appeared right in front of them, hovering very close to the ground. The footage is very grainy, but you can clearly see the craft having a disc-like shape. But what shocks everyone who sees the footage is the fluid-like movement of the craft, almost like the craft is floating on a wave. During the entire duration of the recording, the craft kept changing its shape, becoming thinner and wider. And then suddenly, the camera stopped recording, apparently because of low battery. So this footage was handed over to Chuck Clark, and he has been gatekeeping it for decades. Until Logan Paul approached him a couple of years ago and tried to buy the footage off him for $100,000.
Sick. Damn.
Yeah.
I thought you just bought it like the Pokemon cards.
No, I tried. I offered him $100,000 for this tape.
When Clark refused, Logan used a hidden camera to record the TV screen after asking to watch the video. And this was the video that Logan Paul decided to show Bob Lazar through his good friend Jesse Michaels. Bob Lazar recently appeared as a guest on the podcast, American Alchemy with Jesse Michaels, to talk about his latest movie S4, The Bob Lazar Story, describing his classified work at Area 51. As Logan played the footage, all eyes were on Lazar. After the video ended abruptly, Luigi Venditelli, the director of the documentary, pointed out that this orange UFO was exactly how it was described by Bob Lazar during the production of the movie. Bob also agreed with him, saying that the craft was moving the right way and had the right color and right shape, which made the footage very compelling.
Yeah, that to me is exactly how it was described by Bob. It's exact like your hand did.
Yeah, it's moving the right way.
Yeah,
It's the right color and it's the right shape. So it makes it very compelling.
This UFO sighting just adds to the long list of orange UFOs and orbs that have been seen all over the world in the last few years. In a world filled with viral clips and unexplained sightings, it's easy to jump to conclusions. But moments like this remind us, real investigation requires patience, skepticism, and critical thinking, even from someone like Bob Lazar. By bringing figures like Bob Lazar into mainstream conversations, Logan is exposing millions of people to topics that were once considered fringe. So do you think the Chuck Clark UFO footage is proof of extraterrestrial technology? Whenever the topic of conspiracy theories comes up, one name that always pops up is the infamous Area 51. But what exactly is this Area 51? Why is the UFO community so fascinated by it, and what secrets does it hold? Is the US government reverse engineering alien ships in order to gain a military advantage over other superpowers? Let's find out. Area 51 is basically a US Air Force installation. But what makes this US Air Force base in the stark desert of southern Nevada different from others is that it is renowned for being associated with UFOs. Area 51 is located 83 miles north-northwest of Las Vegas. The small town of Rachel, situated close to Area 51, is a popular ET tourism destination. While its official name is Homey Airport, the name Area 51 has stuck in the minds of the general public. It was apparently referred to as Area 51 in Atomic Energy Commission maps, and the name perhaps caught on from there. Strange aircrafts having mysterious lights and resembling futuristic high-tech planes have often been spotted flying in the airspace of this area. What adds fuel to the fire of UFO theories is the fact that this place has been completely inaccessible to the general public for decades, and authorities are never ready to talk openly and publicly about the goings-on there. All of the research and occurrences happening there are treated as top secret. Till as recently as 2013, the CIA hadn't even publicly acknowledged the existence of this airbase. It was only after a request was filed under the Freedom of Information Act that the CIA finally acknowledged its existence. This makes Area 51 one of the most highly classified US facilities. Conspiracy theorists are of the opinion that Area 51 is used to test alien technology obtained from alleged UFO crashes, such as the famous one at Roswell, New Mexico. Allegations also exist of authorities reverse engineering planes from recovered alien tech. While the base itself is fairly small, the general public are restricted in a 90,000-acre area around it, in an attempt to keep away prying eyes. Benjamin Radford, an American investigator and author of books like Scientific Paranormal Investigation, How to Solve Unexplained Mysteries, and Mysterious New Mexico, Miracles, Magic, and Monsters in the Land of Enchantment, says that as testing of experimental classified aircraft, which by the way, might in no way be connected to alien craft, happens there, it's obvious the government won't reveal anything about what's happening there, and so people start thinking it must be something ultra super amazingly secret. If you try to venture to this restricted mysterious area, you'll find stern warning signs stating that use of deadly force is allowed. Buried motion sensors, cameras and other paraphernalia aid armed guards in giving unbreachable security to the area. Speculations of testing of alien aircraft being done there accelerated in 1989, when a man by the name Robert Lazar claimed to have worked on extraterrestrial technology inside the base. Government later sabotaged Lazar's claims by stating that everything Lazar said was fabricated, including his entire background. But it was too late, and the association of Area 51 with UFOs was already cemented in people's minds by that time. Other such hoaxers only made that connection stronger. Over the years, conspiracies around Area 51 have continued to spawn, and new legends and rumors are born around it every other day. Its truth, though, remains hidden, safe in the hands of the authorities. But what do you guys think is hiding in Area 51? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And be sure to subscribe to the channel for the latest revelations in space exploration. Hit the bell icon to stay updated, and let's continue to explore together.